So this is the Huru backpack, 64 degree, 65 degree, 19 liter backpack. And as you can see here, this is an amazing looking or unique looking backpack that I was having a lot of hopes for because I adore the look, and the overall design with the pockets reminds me a lot of the Neo Smart backpack that I reviewed last year, where I anticipated that I wouldn't like the bag, but it actually was an amazing bag purely because of the layout of the pockets. And with this one from Huru, I actually thought, okay, this looks not only great, this feels incredibly well made and has basically the similar pocket layout like the Neo Smart one. So I thought, okay, this will be an amazing backpack that I will enjoy a lot. However, and this is something that actually surprised me a little bit, there are a few caveats and trade-offs that made using this bag not as enjoyable as I was hoping for. So first and foremost, let's go over some of the specs. This is a 19 liter backpack with Orange X-Pac, high visible Orange X-Pac on the outside, which I love. I love X-Pac, and many of you know that I gotten a little bit bored with black bags, and now having this High-Vis Orange, yes, it's a little bit, for the lack of a better description, maybe a little bit obnoxious. Many people wouldn't like this color, I assume. I personally love it because not only I like that this is distinguishable from other backpacks, it looks totally apart. Moreover, when I am on a bicycle or on a motorcycle, having something high-vis just improves my safety on two wheels. So that alone is great. Overall, I love X-Pac. I do like white X-Pac, but this is just so unique that I really like this look of the bag. Then you have these aren't Cobra buckle per se, but they are very akin to Cobra buckles. I'm not sure. This is basically Huru backpack's signature buckle. These are made out of metal and are basically somewhat like Cobra buckles, and I do like this a lot. Overall, the bag is extremely comfortable to carry. It has shoulder straps that aren't too thick and too bulky, yet they have some padding and are wide enough to kind of make carrying this bag on your shoulders comfortable. Because, you know, I always kind of say that you need to find a good balance of padding, width, and kind of usability, because the more padding you have or the wider these straps get, the more cumbersome they can get, either getting this onto, for example, a winter coat, or they can get kind of in your way when you kind of want to store them in an overhead compartment or underneath a seat in a train, or yeah, it just makes it a little bit more bulkier when there is too much padding. And if it's streamlined, so i.e. there's no padding, then they are not comfortable. So there has to be somewhat of a balance point with padding, width, which also the wider it is, the more surface area it has on your shoulders, and therefore it kind of spreads the weight evenly on your shoulders and the straps don't dig into your flesh basically. So finding a good balance is important, and I feel like Huru, for my build, has a good balance of not too wide, not too padded, yet still comfortable. Alright, so the main feature why I liked the Neo Smart backpack, but also this backpack, is the way it opens and loads and the pockets are designed. Before I go into the main compartment, you do have a quick access compartment here in the top, which does not have a good zipper pull on the zipper. But I do feel like that is okay, because this also makes it a little bit more difficult for pickpockets to get to this pocket. If you have any valuables in here, pickpockets don't get to that quickly. One downside is, unfortunately, because this is at the top and there is somewhat of a rain gutter style that protects the zipper. If you get into rain, water can accumulate here. And although this is a YKK AquaGuard zipper, YKK AquaGuard zipper that will prevent from water getting inside, water can accumulate here. And if you are in a hurry, for example, if you are running to the subway and you need to get to your wallet, for example, and there is water on here and you don't kind of get rid of that water first, like so, and you open up the zipper, then that water that accumulated on top here can obviously get inside. So be a little bit diligent about that if you open up that top zipper and you have been walking in rain. Speaking of security and pickpockets, you do have a hidden zippered pocket here at the back, where I actually stored my wallet, and I don't have it in here, but having valuables like a passport, for example, flat items like a minimalist wallet in here, close to your bag will protect it obviously from pickpockets. I do like this feature a lot. On both sides, you have two more quick access pockets that on this side I actually utilized it for my DJI Pocket 3, and on this side excuse me, I'm actually still sick, so I have hand disinfectants and wipes, because you will see in just a second that I actually was playing some magic cards with a buddy who actually was also sick, so we didn't mind playing magic cards, but I didn't want to kind of touch his cards with dirty hands, so I had some hand sanitizer here. So these pockets are quick access pockets, but I will get to them in just a second because there is a huge trade-off with that. So getting into the main compartment, you open up these two buckles, and this is where I kind of have this feature that surprised me with the Neo Smart and why I anticipated I would love this. So you open up this flap and then you have a zipper here opening up trifold style like so. You also have a hidden pocket here in the flap that is not as useful as I was hoping for. So when you open this up, this obviously kind of shows in this direction, and depending on what you put inside here, it makes this flap a little bit more unwieldy to open and close. That is why I did not use this pocket. But if you want, you can obviously utilize this. So opening up this main compartment, this trifold style, I have magic cards. This is a commander deck. Then the Evergoods Cap 2 liter with my not extended EDC, but some tech items in here. By the way, I will link all of the items in the description below. Those are affiliate links. With those, you won't pay more, but you will support this channel with a small kickback of that sale. And if you do so, thank you very much. So yeah, this is the Evergoods Cap 2 liters. Love this. My absolute favorite tech pouch. Then some more magic cards here in a Gura Gear pouch. This is the etc. 2 liters. These pouches are amazing, by the way. I will definitely link them because having this huge view inside the pocket is amazing. This is actually for photography gear, but I utilize this for dice, some more magic cards. Yeah, this is amazing. So that is how you get into that. And just like on the Neo Smart, and I need to draw that comparison quite a lot because there are a lot of similarities. So just like in the Neo Smart, in this flap opening, you have two more zipper pockets left and right here. Now, the issue with this bag is, so these pockets, but that was also an issue with Neo Smart, these pockets on these flaps left and right, but also these top side pockets, these quick side pockets here, they protrude into the main compartment. So depending on what you have inside here, so if you have these bigger pouches in here, it will get very difficult to utilize these pockets like the one on this flap here. But more importantly, also the quick access compartment here. So I did have some issues once these two pouches that are very huge with all the Magic cards. I had difficulties to put the DJI Pocket in here. You could actually use this as a water bottle pocket as well, but yeah, a water bottle pocket or a water bottle would protrude into the main compartment, and then all of the items inside the main compartment and inside these side pockets are actually fighting a little bit for space. And this is only a 19-liter backpack. But the biggest issue is, you remember maybe in the Neo Smart, I was a little bit complaining or kind of falsely thinking or assuming that the quality of the Neo Smart isn't that great because of my perception of the fabric. The fabric was very soft and very flexible in a way. But that came with a huge benefit, because since it was very soft and flexible, it had much more chance to kind of expand and kind of, in air quotes, mold to the items that I put inside the main compartment, but also in the side compartments. So I had a little bit more, in air quotes, freedom to put stuff into the side pockets despite the main compartment already being fully packed. This is X-Pac, and one of the biggest downsides with X-Pac, while I love not only the look, but also the durability of the material itself, and it being very easy to wipe off from dirt, it is strong as heck. It isn't as malleable and as flexible to kind of accommodate bigger items. So when everything is loaded and it basically hasn't any more give or flexibility to, it's a little bit hard for me to put into words, but for the lack of a better description, X-Pac is stiff. So when it's full, you cannot kind of, malleate your material in a way that another stiff item could fit into the side pocket. So overall, while 19 liters capacity did fit a lot inside, the material didn't give me a lot of freedom to kind of overpack in a way. And yes, you shouldn't overpack your bag, but again, with so many bulkier items, I did feel, oh no, I cannot bring my DJI Pocket with me. Oh no, I cannot fit this in here anymore. So I was struggling a little bit. And moreover, once this is full and due to this material being stiff, so when something kind of slides to bottom, and you have the zipper closed. So I was actually riding to my in-laws with a train, and I had this fully packed, and I had an item, a small item, it was my keys actually, slid to the bottom. It was very difficult to kind of get my hand in here and kind of get to the bottom to that stuff, because this material, the X-Pac, is very stiff. So you had to actually open it completely to just get to all of the items inside. Not a big deal, but I still want to mention this. As you know, I like to nitpick, so you can get a better evaluation if you can live or work around that specific trade-off. So with that in mind, I don't think that is negative. That is just a trade-off of this material that you need to kind of keep in mind. Overall, I think this bag is amazing. I love the look, the durability, the build quality of this bag. Huru Design or Huru Backpacks made an incredible bag. I love this for its uniqueness. I mean, the buckles, the color, everything looks great. But for day-to-day use, maybe, again, this is a 19-liter capacity backpack and it does fit a lot of items inside. But due to the stiffness of this material, I would rather think of it as a 15-liter backpack, just to be sure, because again, as soon as you've packed it completely full, you don't have a lot of flexibility either to get to your stuff easily without unpacking it, or you get into the situation that you cannot fit anything in the side pockets, or even if you put it in the side pockets, because the items in the main compartment squeeze that much against the items inside the side compartment, it gets a little bit difficult to get them out. So if you only consider this a 15-liter backpack and only load it for 15 liters, then you have enough wiggle room to get to your items a little bit more easier. So yeah, that is my review of the Huru 64 degrees, 65 degrees, 19-liter backpack. I really like this in terms of looks. But again, I would rather kind of think of it as a 15-liter backpack just to be sure, and rather use it for, in air quotes, light office use, because I'm a person, I carry so much for work, not only a bag, not only a laptop, but also a tech pouch, then an extended EDC and stuff like that. It gets very crowded, so I rather have a 20-liter backpack than a 15-liter backpack, or a 15-liter perceived backpack, let's say it that way. So yeah, for light casual office use, so only a laptop, papers, lunch, this is great. Probably for school this is great as well. And for my motorcycle, this will be amazing. I will also use this on my motorcycle a lot. So what do you think about this color, this look? Too much? Too obnoxious? Or perfect because you can see it in the sea of black bags? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to see the video about the Nio Smart backpack, check it out. Left and right. Check it out. Somewhere up here. And YouTube thinks that you liked the video in the bottom part. And don't forget to hype and like and maybe subscribe to this video, helping me to get to 70,000 subscribers by clicking the button somewhere up here as well. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I see you in the next video.